This video is about a project that I'm currently working on right now, and I'm in the process of building a coaching team, and I'm looking for some quality people with teaching skills, not necessarily sales skills, but teaching skills, so that way we can impact as many lives as possible economically. Especially those of you who are already integrated in the crypto space, who have been accustomed to losing money to scam platforms. Rest assured that your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, none of those things, we can ever put them to rest, specifically your bills. I did a video yesterday where I talked about financial stewardship, talked about the impact of inflation, how money affects everything you do. Uh, Everything you do, money is involved, and money also is affecting everything you do. So you cannot. This is something that you cannot avoid, just because you may have had a bad experience. Let's say, for instance, you had a bad relationship experience. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to give up on relationship altogether. You may take some time to evaluate your emotions. Spending time with friends who can give you emotional support, and assess your relationship IQ to determine whether or not you have your priorities in order, and then you make yourself available again. Because why? It is better to be in relationship. I'm not talking about, well, relationship could be romantic relationship, business relationship, partnership, uh, but needless to say, um, alone is not a good thing. Alone, isolated is not a good thing. And so I'm looking for a few people. The type of people I'm looking for is someone who's already like a yoga teacher, uh, 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 fitness instructor, a leader of a non-profit, a church leader, someone who is already accustomed to working with people in a coaching environment, who have the people skills necessary to participate in a project of substance. Just today, I just dropped a video about the well, first of all, I proved to you that I was in one of the Miracle Cash store in Cyprus. Myself, Wagner, who came from Columbus, Ohio, and Yodi, who's actually the sales manager uh, for Cash for NFT, the marketing part of our ecosystem. And we did an impromptu transaction where she exchanged uh, USDT to fiat, uh, and the girl, the wonderful lady who actually did the transaction, it was a little bit later during the day. Things were a little slow, so us walking into the store gave us something to do. So the transaction took a little bit longer than necessary. But it's not the length of the video that matters. It's the fact that I was present in the store, did the transaction. Well, not me, but witnessed the transaction being done, did a panoramic view of the store, and documented the process to you, to show that for the first time in the history of crypto, we are bringing crypto to mainstream, so that way the average person can participate in having a live in-person present to do a transaction in crypto, something that has never been done before. Also, just today, I was reminded of opportunity lost, the expensive cost of having a closed mind, or a better way to say it, the opportunity cost of having a closed mind. I'm reminded by a friend who used to work in the same place as I do. Uh, at the time, I was in the process of looking for a condo, and he was in the process of maybe discussing with his wife, should they have a second kid, and they happen to have a second daughter who is now about, let's say, 13 years or so. And so we were talking about cryptocurrency, the evolution of crypto, where crypto is going, and then it went off. But we both remember when Bitcoin was at 50 cents, and we were both saying, oh, it's not going to sell, it's not going to scale, it's not going to scale. he was a social guy interested in social justice, not necessarily into technology. And I was a technology junkie who spent way too much time online. Spending too much time in front of a computer screen was basically just cooking my eyes. And so I decided to go on a sabbatical, and anything digital that requires me to be staring at a screen, well, I was not really too concerned with that. So during those times, and Bitcoin was in its infancy, and to everybody it was a joke, and everyone actually uh, just blew it off until it was too late. And then in 2017, we've seen how far that Bitcoin went up in value, especially the very first validating um, transaction where two pizzas were exchanged for 10,000 Bitcoin, which uh, gave Bitcoin a proof of value in the marketplace. The whole time I'm looking at the prices going up, 50 cents, 60 cents, a dollar here and there, and I'm like, it's not gonna go anywhere. And then I went to an actual denial of definitely it's not gonna go anywhere. And of course the 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 barrier of entry was definitely difficult. So why am I telling you this? We have, for the first time, brick and mortar crypto stores happening in Cyprus already, multiple stores. First flagship store in the Netherlands, one of the flagship stores in the Netherlands, Cyprus, where it was actually originated. Miracle Cash began in 2017, and I was able to witness, having spent a week there, stayed at the beautiful golf resorts, and it was an opportunity to experience in person a transaction, to be in one of the stores. At the time, there was about 2 stores, and now we're about to have multiple stores in Cyprus. And in the video that I just dropped before this one you're watching now, we had a preview of the Germany stores just in the last stages before it actually opened. Now, our project is a little bit of a long-term project. Imagine, for instance, you can build a house from the ground, like buy the land, do all the necessary work to bring a house into existence, from the acquisition of the land to building a house. Those things takes time. Or you can buy a house already pre-built. Now, we are in a stage where we are starting from scratch. So the typical commission junkie who comes from a platform-based project would not appreciate this ecosystem, but they are more open to opportunity that pays 1 point something percent per day, or 2-3% per week, and participate in platform that pays X guarantee percent that are like 10 or 15 level deep, where the people coming in are the one who are fueling the ecosystem, or fueling the platform in order to pay the commission junkies who are basically making a killing, who came in first before the platform exit. So when you share something of substance with them, they're looking at the long term they look at the long term trajectory of the business and come up with all kind of crazy excuse, while they are at the same time promoting scam platforms that pays X% daily. And these are the same people who are inviting people to opportunities where they are losing money, one project after another. And it doesn't really take long to go to one of those big shot commission junkie YouTubers and see how many failed projects they have under their belt, until you realize that this guy or this woman has a history of joining losing platforms, but they would not have the self-concept to participate in something of substance. And that is, of course, happening as we speak with Miracle Cash. So this project may not be for everyone,